me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
What's up? What's up? What is up? It is Cayman Wolf, the Decrepit Gamer, coming back at you with some more Pancake Gaming. So Pancake Gaming is my series on the Decrepit Gamer channel. Guys, certainly my regular viewers know that I started this channel and have primarily been on this channel a VR streamer. But I've been branching out lately. Some for reasons just of my own interest, because it's just something that I've been wanting to do, but also because of some technical issues that I have with streaming VR with my current equipment. Because ironically, because I believe not that it's too old, but that it's too new. I've got the very newest line of video card. NVIDIA video cards and some other very new equipment that I just don't believe that the drivers are yet equipped for, ready to handle. And so anyway, for whatever the reason, I've been branching out into some flat screen gaming, and I've really been enjoying it because. Man, I've been a gamer. You know, I'm the Decrepit Gamer. I've been a gamer all my life, and will always be a gamer. Been gaming since like the early to mid 1970s with Pong. It's my first console. I mean, I'm really old school Gen X gamer, and so yeah, I really enjoy flat screen games. And this game right here is one that I've been wanting to play for a while. Ever since I first saw the trailer for this game in one of the conventions, the Xbox one of the big game conventions, I saw this initially saw this trailer, and it piqued my interest. And the thing that I found very interesting about it was the music and the setting. And as the title kind of indicates, this, if Lara Croft were a young black woman from Louisiana, that would be, would be this game, South of Midnight. So, been doing some reading about this game. I haven't played this game. I played it a little bit last night, as I always do. I play it a bit to try to ensure that I'm going to have as successful of a stream as possible. So I've played it a bit. I haven't gotten up to the point of any combat yet, just a little parkour, which just kind of further cements my opinion that it's it's Lara Croft in South Louisiana. But in my reading about this game, I have found it to be quite polarizing. Man, people seem to either just really like it, or love it, or they hate it. And I'm not sure why. I've read a couple of times some things that have led me to believe that some people find this game to be political in some way. I have not found that to be the case. I don't know. I avoid politics on my channel at all costs. So I haven't found anything in it that I felt to be political. I know that in today's current climate, people politicize things that traditionally have not been in any way political. So I don't know. Maybe there's something in here that people are finding political, but I don't have any political opinions around this game whatsoever. The thing that I have found to be very interesting, and this is just based on the little bit of playing that I've done myself, and the videos that I've seen, the reviews that I've seen, and everything. I love the authenticity of the rural South setting, and I've come to believe that some people that have played this game, reviewed this game, and seen this game believe that this setting is like over the top. You know, that it's very exaggerated. Chris, what's up, man? How you doing, Chris? Good to see you, man. That it's very exaggerated, and I'll tell you, as a person who is from the region that is portrayed in this game, and grew up as a very young child in a in a region very similar to in an area very similar to what is portrayed in this game. It is not over the top. It is not highly exaggerated. It truly is. There are many parts of the country and many parts of the South that are still every bit as rural as what you see here, and yeah, I mean it's pretty authentic, man. I mean it really is. So you don't see this area of the United States portrayed a lot in like video games and things like that, and certainly not in a positive way. And one thing that I another thing that I've really enjoyed about this game is the fact that a lot of the story is based on real local legends and folklore and things like that. Now, I have not heard of a lot of these things, Huggin' Molly and Two-Toed Tom and Rougarou and all of that. A lot of that is like I'm not from Southern Louisiana. That is the area that, although they don't specifically say that's very obviously based on the Cajun accent and the topology and all that. It's very obviously the area of the country that's being portrayed here. That's not specifically where I'm from. I'm from an area that is similarly rural and in the same region of the United States, but I'm not from Southern Louisiana. And I have not heard of a lot of these local legends. But one thing that I did when I decided that I was going to live stream this game is I looked a lot of these up on Google, and they're very interesting. I may actually even do a video. About some of these local legends that are being portrayed in this game. But I found that to be very interesting as well. As a matter of fact, one of them, Huggin' Molly, is she's not she's what is it? I don't want to say the name of the town because I'm afraid I'm going to mispronounce it. I'm afraid I've forgotten and I'm going to mispronounce it. But it's a town in Alabama that is, and you can leave it in the comments if you know what it is, and I probably will. I'll probably go back and look it back up. And Cajun to Brits is like, I'm not sure that word. Scowls, scoos to Americans. Anyway, so yeah, yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing it, man. I like this kind of game. I love how to me, guys, and this is another game that I would just really love to stream, except for the fact that it's kind of old and I'm not sure how it would do. I may do it anyway just because I love the game so much. But to me, one of the best games of the modern era. I mean, within the last 15 years, one of the best games, if not actually the best of this genre, was Tomb Raider. Was the rebirth of Tomb Raider. I mean, I just, in my mind, in my opinion, that game was magical. I mean, it was wonderful. I have never in my life played a game that was so cinematic, not before and not since, that felt and played so much like a film, or like you were actually controlling some other medium of entertainment. And this game, I found in the little bit that I've been playing, it has some of those elements. Is it Tomb Raider? No, but it has some of those elements in the sense that the game seems to seamlessly transition between what is a cutscene and what is you controlling the character. And that's, to me, that's very impressive when they can do that very smoothly. But anyway, enough talking. I'm going to go ahead and jump into this game, guys. I have actually completely backed out of the game. I'm going to start it up from the beginning so that you guys can see the very intro cutscene and all of that, because I think it's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna so I'm gonna go ahead and switch into the I'm gonna go ahead and switch into my gameplay scene here, but you're not gonna see the game immediately. I'm gonna have to start it, okay, and then you probably won't catch the first few seconds of it because it takes OBS a little bit of time to recognize that I've got a full screen application running and pick up on it. But hopefully you'll see as much of it as you can. Oh, it's a dialect. Okay, what you Americans think of uh, what you Americans think of the English accent is just in movies. It really doesn't appear much in UK. Well, yeah, okay, yeah, no, I get. You know what? I get that, Chris, and you're probably speaking about something that I should know about. My first wife actually was from Thurso, Scotland, right up in the very northern tip of the Highlands. And I spent a good bit of time in Scotland, and we traveled down to England, a few times, and I am familiar with a number of the local dialects there, although I couldn't name them. I couldn't tell you what they were. I mean, of course, Cockney, because that's been very popularized. But I do know what you're talking about. I have heard people from various parts of England, in the UK, quite a bit, and I would really. Yeah, I'd love to. I'm afraid to pronounce the word that you're saying there, because I'm afraid I'm going to mispronounce it, and it's probably something that I should have, having claimed to have spent a couple of years in that part of the country. I fear that it's one that I should probably know. Scottish isn't that far off. Okay, okay, yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and kick this game off, guys, and I'm just gonna be quiet here and let the trailer play, and let you guys get the full effect. I think it's a really cool cutscene, and from what I've seen so far, it just seems like a really cool game. There we go. Oh no, Chris, no, please don't, man. I enjoy interacting. You know how I enjoy interacting with my viewers. I'm just going to shut up and let this video play, and then I'll start talking again. I agree. Yeah, I agree. I agree that it looks incredible as well. Um, One thing I'm going to point out that has served as much as a criticism of this game as it has um, a compliment is the animation style. I do want to throw this out there. For some reason, whatever reason, they chose an animation style that resembles stop motion photography. It's very choppy, intentionally sort of choppy kind of animation, like stop motion photography would be. Why they chose that style, exactly what kind of effect they were looking for there, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I don't know why they went with that style. It doesn't, I'm not thrilled about it. To me, I would leverage it more of a criticism than a compliment. I do appreciate that they were going for a very particular style in the game. I don't really care for it. I would much rather the animation had been much more fluid. But I'm throwing that out there because I just want to make sure everyone understands that is an intentional stylistic choice of the game, and that's not my frame rate. It's not your video. It's the way the game is intended to look. I will say that I'm using NVIDIA Broadcast. You see me down here in the corner. I do not have a green screen behind me. There's nothing behind me that's clearing out the background from behind me in my chair here, other than AI. I'm using NVIDIA Broadcast, and I have this background removal thing going on. And it's pretty well known that the current version of NVIDIA Broadcast has some serious problems. It's pretty glitchy. And as a matter of fact, I cannot use this at all when I'm live streaming Diablo 4. I have to just completely turn it off. It causes the game to crash. And it does put a serious strain at times on the card. No matter how much power the card has, it just hogs it all up. And then it's like some sort of like runaway, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even want to venture to guess. The point is, it doesn't matter how powerful your card is, it will use up all of the resources and then cause your game to crash. And if that happens, if I crash, guys, I will be back up as quickly as I can. Hopefully on the same stream. But if YouTube closes my stream down because it takes me too long to get back up again, then it'll be another stream with the same title and the same thumbnail. So I apologize in advance if that happens. Hopefully, when stop motion is no longer recognized as peak animation, I have officially become old. Yeah. I love that stop motion photography when it's you. I mean, I appreciate it. I appreciate the stylistic choice. And I appreciate stop motion photography for what it is. I really like it in films like old films that use stop motion photography. Like if you think back to like Clash of the Titans, and even farther back than that, like the Sinbad movies and all of that. It's so stylized and it's so cool looking. Still choose this as their prime. Yeah. It's so cool looking. Yeah. In films like Nightmare Before Christmas and all of that. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. It's not that I don't appreciate it. It's not that. I didn't really understand the choice for using it in this particular game. But you know what? I'm gonna turn this logo off right here for a second until I start the game, because I've got it right here. Anyway, let's go ahead and dive in here. Oh, hold on, guys. I didn't mean to do that. This is where, hang on. Let me quit. This is where I was last night in my test playthrough. I'm gonna say new game. And I'm gonna say balanced for difficulty. And we'll let the cutscene play.
Down in the deep south, folks spin tales about the grand tapestry, an invisible weave holding our world together. They say the grand tapestry is torn by folk sorrows, and these damaged threads give rise to the evil spirits called haints. But every great while, a mighty storm brews, awakening a powerful force. A weaver, gifted with the power to reach into the past and mend folks' deep wounds. With enchanted hooks in hand, this weaver can banish haints and reweave the tapestry's thread. restoring the land so life can bloom again, fresh and new. The last weaver vanished long ago, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Our tale begins deep in the heart of Chickasaw County, in a speck of a town called Prospero, where the last weaver was last seen.
I see you, Beavis. Hang on.
That evening, Hazel's mama was running late, driving home through a storm that seemed hell-bent on drowning the whole South. Meanwhile, our Hazel is packing an emergency box, fixing to evacuate quickly. A hurricane brewing on the horizon, and a mighty big one at that.
Man, I miss singing on the bus with these guys. Wish we had another meet. Another medal, too. We was fast as hell. Mine should be back by now. Probably got sucked into work again. Typical. I shouldn't be doing all this packing by myself. But here I am.
All right. Like I said, I haven't really played this game, so I got the little tutorial running here. I'm going to bump the joystick so it knows I'm using, or bump the stick so it knows I'm using a controller. I still say joystick. Shows how old of a gamer I am. I'm going to bump the stick so it knows I'm using a controller. Yo, what's up, Beavis? I have not tried it with, is UEVR, is that the thing that lets you play flat screen games in VR? Like almost any flat screen game, if I'm not mistaken, it lets you play it in VR? Oh, that is awesome, man. That is freaking awesome. Yeah, I wonder, Chris, I wonder if after I start the game, how you're gonna feel about the animation. Okay, right, Y to interact, okay. Objective, collection, and lore. Okay.
All right, what's coming with me?
Guys, let me check my okay, yeah, NVIDIA broadcast looks like it's holding out pretty good. If it looks like it's about to freak out, I'll turn this NVIDIA broadcast background removal off, and then you just have to put up with my background here behind me. I'll keep myself real small down here in the corner down here, so I won't be obtrusive, you know, as little as possible. Hang on a second, guys. I'm going to move this logo so that it's not sitting on top of my whatever that is up there, whatever part of that user interface that is up there. Let me move it over to this side. There we go. And also, let me know if I'm using audio ducking, so it should lower the volume of the game when I talk. Let me know if there's anything jacked up with the audio, like if you can't hear me, or if you can't hear the game or whatever. Sparrow. Okay, cool. One thing, talking about Scouse. Chris, saying that it's the equivalent of American Cajun. An observation of mine about this game, like I said, again, being from this region, I'm not from South Louisiana, but I have spent a lot of time there. The Cajun accents that I hear these people, these voice actors using, I don't know if these are native speakers or not, but if they are, they're not. I don't think they are, because if they were native speakers, you wouldn't be able to understand them. Most people wouldn't be able to understand them. That accent by a native speaker that's from that part of the country, can be so thick that you can't. It does to somebody that's not from that part of the country. It wouldn't even sound like English. I mean, it can be very, very thick.
I asked Mama for a doll and got this thing instead. I know he's weird looking, but I can't help but love him.
Now, her accent is not Cajun, but the narrator is.
The storm's never been this bad before. Things got tense with Mama last time I visited you at the mausoleum, Dad.
Sorry, guys, I'm trying to keep a very close eye on my resources down here.
She'll never explain why she and Grandma Bunny got bad blood.
Flash flooding and high water conditions.
That was the day Mama threw up on me after getting off that wacky world. Almost passed out from laughing so hard.
Automated gauges. Hazard. Impact flooding of
Wish she still had that kind of time for me.
streets and underpasses.
I think we're kind of talking about the same thing there, Chris. I'm listening to these accents, and I'm catching a few words here and there where they're not. It doesn't sound. It's not very thick for one thing, and it sounds inconsistently thick for another. So I don't think they're authentic authentic Cajun speakers. Yeah.
Flash flooding and high water conditions are expected in Prospero and in
Whew. It is really picking up out there. You ready to go?
I was over here all alone.
I'm sorry, I know. I swung by the shelter because there was a leak in the roof, and then I had to drive folks back and forth to Jolene's to ride out the storm. Besides, you are young and spry, my little track star. Oh, shoot, we got 5 minutes. Let's go. Did you pack everything?
Mama, I'm grown. This ain't my first hurricane. I know what to do.
As long as you didn't forget the...
Flashlights and batteries. You have the blankets?
Yes, because I have my...
Hurricane checklist. Is that a smiley face?
Hey, Hazel, think fast.
Oh, come on, Mama. We don't have room for my track shoes.
You know how expensive those things are. You best find somewhere to pack them.
And pack them light. Yeah, I know.
What'd you say?
I said, and pack them light.
Pack a bag, then pack it light. Hey, pack your bags, then pack
go
them
light. You think this place will still be here? After?
I called Hurricane Lulu and she said we good.
Mama, I'm serious. What if it's different this time?
That's not for you to worry about. And now we got 4 minutes. Did you just suck your teeth in me?
Won't be rushed if you didn't.
Don't mumble. Speak on it.
I said we wouldn't be rushed if you didn't waste all that time at the shelter.
Waste time?
That's not what I meant. It's just... You left me to prep for a hurricane by myself.
Oh, I thought you was grown.
What if we called up Bunny and go over there? You know, the mansion with the hurricane-proof windows?
Now, you want to bring this up right now.
I'm just saying.
We are going to Jolene's church with everybody else like we always do.
Whatever.
And don't roll your eyes at me.
I wasn't even looking at you.
I made those eyes. I know when they rolling.
I just don't understand why we can't go over there. Bunny still can, even if Daddy's dead. Just tell me
Hazel,
why.
please. Just please go over to Bo's and Mrs. Pearl's. Check on them. They may need help.
We might need some help. I might need some help. While you're out helping everybody else.
Damn it! Your great-grandmother made this.
You never told me that.
I shouldn't have to tell you something is important for you not to break it.
Well, maybe if you did, you still have a coffee mug.
This world existed before I brought you into it, Hazel Flood. Remember that next time you go around thinking you know everything. Hazel! Everything I do for you.
Whatever. There's no getting through to her. Whatever. Let me go check on Bo.
Yeah, Beavis. Yeah, it's absolutely that kind of game. Yes. Yeah, that's what I was saying about, that's why I said on my thumbnail, if Laura, or it was my thumbnail or my title, I don't remember, but I said, if Lara Croft were a young black woman from Louisiana, it would be this game. Yeah, a lot of poor parkour. I haven't done any of the combat yet. I did some play testing to try to make sure I was going to be able to stream it okay. I haven't done any of the combat yet, but it's very much that kind of game, I mean, that's the kind of game, that's the genre that it is. Now these girls' accents, these two black ladies here, this young girl here and her mama, their accents sound very authentic to me.
Always up to something. It's too late to board up our windows too. The Joneses really are one step ahead.
See this right here? See the topology here and the condition of the place. I mean, this looks like many parts, these days of the rural South. This to me is very authentic.
I came here to check on you, but it looks like you're riding this storm out in style.
Oh, yeah. Me and the pups are having a hurricane party. Yep, ain't no storm got me yet. And if things go south, I got my boat. You sure you don't want some punch?
I've got to go check on Mrs. Pearl.
Hey, it ain't my dogs pooping on her grass. My dogs are gentle. Yes, you are.
Better make sure Miss Pearl's taking this seriously.
All right, let's go check on Miss Pearl or new lore. Let's see. Let's check the lore here. Okay. Hazel has lived in Prospero. Oh, okay. Here we go. Yeah, guys. You know what? I usually don't like to slow the stream down too much with too much reading and all of that. But I'm really intrigued by this game. If you guys don't mind, I am going to look into the lore a little bit here, as long as it's not too long. Hazel has, and I have seen Deadpool, Chris, or whoever asked me that. I have seen Deadpool. I don't remember specifically anyone doing a Cajun accent in there, so it must not have made too much of an impression. I haven't seen it in years, and I have not seen the sequel. He's got a boat, you might need that, yeah. Hazel lived in Prospero all her life with her mother, Lacey. She's just graduated high school and is headed off to college in the fall. Okay. Trey, Hazel's father and Lacey's husband, Trey Flood, fell in love with Lacey during college. He and Lacey were happily married and had Hazel. Trey died unexpectedly when Hazel was 4. He's buried in a mausoleum near the Flood mansion. Okay. Lacey, Hazel's mother. Lacey is a social worker in Prospero. She struggles with the trauma she sees on the job. She just can't save everyone. She's frustrated with the system and the way it takes time away from Hazel, her little bug, whom she loves deeply. And Bo, a former collegiate football player with professional aspirations before a career-ending injury. Bo is a big guy with a heart of gold. He checks in on Miss Pearl and Lacey and views Hazel like a little sister. The only thing he loves more than fishing is his dogs. Okay. We don't have anything in creatures yet, but we've got Prospero. Once the site of a bustling industry, Prospero is a dying, hurricane-besieged southern town with a history of strange disappearances. Who left of their of their own those who left of their own will did so in search of greener pastures. Many who remain lack the means to seek better. And Lacey's home, Lacey and Hazel's home in Prospero. Okay, interesting. All right. Yeah, I hope you guys don't find me that to be bogging the stream down too much. If you do, I'll kind of lay off of it.
It's all good. We all getting in the house.
Miss
Okay.
Sadie.
What did I say?
Well, at least the Goodmans won't have to worry about repairs anymore.
Let me read it. Okay, where am I supposed to go here? I'm supposed to be checking on Miss Pearl? I'm supposed to be checking on Miss Pearl. It must be here. Cool. All right.
What you doing on my porch in all of this weather, baby?
I'm just checking on you, see if you need anything. You holding up okay?
I'm doing just fine. Been doing this longer than you've been alive. Why don't you come in for a second?
I should probably head back.
Come in, have some gizzards. I'm cooking them all before the power goes out.
These accents are not
You know I
Cajun,
can't
but
say
they are
anything
very
but-
authentic.
There's a bee in your bonnet. I can tell.
Just frustrated with Mama. She stayed late at the shelter and left me all alone.
Lacey does enjoy her work. She could stand a moment's rest.
Right?
Yes.
She's all over the place all the
I'll
time.
talk about that in a second, Chris. Yes, it did.
She's got a good heart. Just wants everyone to be okay all the time, you know?
Yeah, I know. You need some help in there?
Thanks, hon. I'm almost done. What else is on your mind?
What you know about Buddy?
Why you barking up that tree for?
It's hard not to. Mama never so much as talks about her.
I love this music.
Does she ever look in on you?
No, I guess not.
Sometimes people are privy to things that we aren't. Your mama is doing what she thinks is best. Oh, Jesus.
Mama!
Hazel!
Come on!
Did Katrina hit Louisiana? Yes. So okay, so here's a skinny on Katrina. Katrina was a Category 4 storm as compared to the worst category of storm that we currently have anyway, which is a Category 5, which was Camille was a Category 5. Category 5s are very rare. But here's the thing. About Katrina. Katrina was huge. I mean, it was a massive, massive Category 4 storm, very, very large. And because of its size, it had a tidal surge that was just unreal. I mean, the amount of water that it brought up on shore with it was incredible. So even though the winds weren't as fast as a Category 5, like say Camille was, which was the worst hurricane in this area, prior to Katrina to date, it had orders of magnitude more total energy in the storm. It was a bad storm. New Orleans got all of, not all of, but got most all of the coverage for the devastation from Katrina. But that was because if you don't know, New Orleans is a very large city that is below sea level. Most of the city is would be underwater were it not for the levee, which keeps the water back. Well, Katrina broke the levee, and so the entire city just flooded, and that's what caused the massive amount of damage in New Orleans from Katrina. Not so much the winds, but it broke the levee and it flooded the entire city and just caused awful damage and loss of life. Um, but the most devastating part of the storm, in terms of just sheer energy and wind damage, and actually flooding, hit an area of Mississippi past Christiane, and that is where my ex-wife was from. And I really I would share the pictures if I had them. I mean, I know that that's not what this stream is about, but it's a very relevant topic, I feel like, and I'm glad you asked about it. I would share the pictures if they were convenient. Maybe another time. Maybe if I stream this game again, I will do so. But look, I'm not exaggerating, my friend. I do not think of this as hyperbole or exaggeration in any way. When my ex-wife and I came back down, we left for the hurricane, and when we came back down, we went to her house, and we couldn't find it. There was no house. That entire area where her house was just nothing but slabs, just slabs. And about a half a mile back from her house, there was a railroad tracks, and there was an embankment where the railroad tracks were, and all along those railroad tracks was just, kitchen tables and armoires and beds and washing machines and all of this, just in all kinds of lumber and, brickwork and all kinds of, I mean, it was just all kinds of just shit piled up along the edge of the road tracks, and all the houses were gone. We finally did find her house just by identifying the the shape of the slab. But I mean, it was just that devastating. And it's very ironic. Before my ex-wife and I were dating at the time. We weren't married, and she said, we were talking on the phone before Katrina hit, and she said, "I don't know if we should stay or if we should leave. I'm thinking about staying." Yes, she actually said that. And not uncommon for this area, because we especially like Gen Xers like me, we're no stranger to hurricanes. I mean, I've been through many hurricanes, and category 2s and 3s were just always par for the course. And it's not uncommon for people to stay during a hurricane. Just hope the tornado doesn't get us, whatever. But I told my ex, I said, no. I said, Karen, no. I said, do not. I said, this is not your typical hurricane. I said, do not stay. I said, this is a horrible, devastating storm. Let's get out of here. And and we did. And if she had stayed, she wouldn't be here today. It just that entire area just leveled it, just completely leveled it. Oh, Vaughn, oh shit. I just died because I saw Vaughn came in. I was talking to Vaughn. Vaughn, what's up? What's up? Sorry, Hazel, that was Vaughn's fault. Oh, I got, if that's the case, Chris, I got some footage. I got some things you might really be interested in seeing. Some pictures from the area after the storm was over, and some videos. Oh.
What just happened? How did I get back to the shore?
I didn't die. That was supposed to happen. That was scripted. Hazards such as toxic water and brambles can cause damage. Damage taken is indicated on the life bar. Okay. I mean, man, there was some destruction that was just, like, Chris, it was just truly unbelievable. I mean, you'll really have to see if I described it to you, you wouldn't believe it. You'll just have to really see the pictures. I mean, you would believe it. You wouldn't say that you wouldn't think that I was lying, but I'm just saying, you might be tempted to think that I was exaggerating or saying things for purposes of hyperbole.
No, that doesn't sound good. Shit! It took out the bridge! Mama, I'm coming! I'm gonna make it.
All right. How do I get over here? Like this, maybe?
God damn it, I can't! I'm not fast enough. I'm always fast enough.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay,
What is
okay.
funny? She's got it.
You will really appreciate, I mean, not appreciate, but respect the level of, you'll be able to imagine what it must have been like for people in that line of work after the storm, what that was like.
The bridge! Gotta get across. Bunny's house is up here. She's always fine during storms.
Yeah, you guys recognize the Uncharted or the Tomb Raider in the game right here?
If I can get to her place, she can get help from Mama. What was that? I must be seeing things. Okay, can't give up now. Oh, shit!
Yeah, I think the music is awesome too. That's one of the things that I loved about when I saw the trailer that made me think to myself, I really got to play that game. I'm leaving the music on. I don't know if I'm going to get a copyright claim. It really irritates me how, man, it really irritates me how they do that. I mean, I feel like it's with the prevalence of YouTube and content creation and game streaming and things like that. It feels like it is way long past time for these guys to have legally worked something out where. I just feel like if there is music in a video game, it should not matter who the music is by or what the music is. If it's part of the game, a streamer should be able to stream it without having to be concerned. And it irritates me that they haven't worked that out yet. I don't care if it's, popular mainstream music or whatever. I mean, it should be such that if the game developers can legally use the music in the game, a streamer should be able to legally stream that game, and that's just the way I feel about it. And people can certainly disagree, but I'm leaving this music in there. And if I get a copyright claim or whatever, then so be it. I mean, God, I hope, God forbid a strike. I mean, I hope not a strike, but the music is awesome, and I'm leaving it in there for the very same reason I left the music in my Star Wars streams, my Jedi Academy streams, knowing that I was going to get a copyright claim. I mean, I'm not monetized, so it's not hurting me, but I knew I was going to get a copyright claim. I did anyway because the music is such an integral part of the game.
Hey,
See, this is what I'm talking about. How
to your
it's
old place. Got no other options.
seamlessly transitions between you controlling the character and it turning and it going to a in-engine cutscene. I love how they do that. Tomb Raider was awesome at that. I mean, incredible at that. I was watching my son play through the game here recently. Tomb Raider, not this game. And I was just, again, I was just amazed, you know, at how well that game is holding up and how I was unable to just when I was watching it, unable to determine when the game went from, oh, what the fuck is happening here, man? When the game went from him controlling it to it being a in-engine cutscene. Oh, I see what's happening. When I'm going the wrong way, I'm going against the wind and it's hurting me. Shit, I'm almost dead.
What is all that? That can't be real. Oh, they'll help me.
I have not seen that. I have not seen that, Beavis. This is her grandmother, apparently.
I know y'all in there. Excuse me. You can't just show up unannounced.
I have to talk to Bunny.
Well, she is rested. You're gonna have to come back to Park.
It can't wait.
What is all this racket?
Hey, Grandma?
Is that Hazel? You've gotten taller. What brought you sopping wet to my doorstep this evening?
I told her you were rested, but she just...
Nonsense, Lily. That's my only grandchild down there. What can we do for you?
The trailer got swept downstream with Mama in it, and I
Swept down in the river in that tin can of a home?
I tried to catch her, but I couldn't keep up. There's no one in town. I saw the lights on here, and I came for help.
And we will. In the morning.
But you know people. Can you call the sheriff or something?
You know rescue services are paused in the middle of a hurricane, dear.
Yeah.
You're acting like you don't even care.
Mind your tone, please.
You don't understand. It ain't just about Mama. I'm seeing these things. These strands in the air. I'm scared.
Strands?
Yeah. Yeah. There is something big out there.
Lily.
Yes, ma'am?
Clearly my granddaughter is not in her right mind right now. Afraid for her mother and all. Ready a guest room?
Yes, ma'am.
Poor thing. You've been through a lot tonight. Come sit down for a minute.
Yeah,
I'll take care of this.
you
Where
Lord.
am I? A dream. What a strange dream. These strands,
now.
I've seen them before.
Okay, press right thumbstick down to activate the guiding strand. Okay, that's like the waypoint system. Okay, I got you.
So, they're saying my name? They're saying my name.
Okay, there's a strand. Let me check out the lore here, and that'll also pause it and let me. See this lady right here. Again, I'm going to point out. I don't know if like like English speakers who are not from this part of the country can really hear the difference between this lady's accent and the accent of her servant, uh, the like the housekeeper or whatever that answered the door. Maybe you can. Maybe it's blatantly obvious. Maybe not. But if certainly if you're from this part of the country, you can definitely hear it. So she is speaking a dialect that is like a proper Southern accent of like a highly educated or aristocratic Southern speaker, whereas the servant is speaking a much more crass dialect, much more of a kind of a street dialect, and these. I don't feel like the Cajun accents are very authentic, and I think the only reason for that is because if they were, there would be a lot of people that would have a difficulty understanding them. But all of these other accents I feel are very authentic. Let's see, Miss Pearl. Miss Pearl is a retired school nurse that lives down the road from Lacey and Hazel. She's always ready with a listening ear, an open heart, and a plate of food. She thinks of Lacey and Hazel as family, especially after the death of her husband. Bunny. Bunny Flood is Hazel's grandmother. She's made her fortunes in Prospero through multiple business ventures. She did not approve of Trey and Lacey's relationship, and after Trey's death, they had a further estranged relationship. World. Prospero Cemetery. Okay, so she must have ran through here. Prospero Cemetery is one of the local burial grounds for the people of Prospero. Bunny had Trey buried there in a mausoleum. Flood Mansion. The Flood Mansion sits on a hill towering over the town of Prospero. It is a monument to Bunny's power and influence in the town. Toxic water. Hurricane Lulu tore through Prospero and polluted the water with all kinds of foul things. Avoid falling into it. Yes, that is very authentic right there. Like after Hurricane Katrina, when the city was just completely flooded. That water was very, very dangerous. I mean, you saw people wading through it and stuff like that, but if you had some sort of like a little injury or something like that, it could cause horrible infections, and it just very, very nasty water. Strands make up the weave of the grand tapestry that everything is comprised of. Weavers are able to manipulate the strands to affect the world around them. The mother figure sounds English. That's interesting. That's an interesting observation. Yeah, people, especially in the United States, people tend to think of Southern accents. People tend to kind of lump all Southern accents into one and think of the whole thing as crass. But that's not really true. A Southern accent spoken very properly can really be a beautiful accent. It really can, even within even within the United States, even culturally within the confines of the United States culture that generally thinks of the Southern accent as crass or as sounding uneducated.
What are you doing here? Huh. How interesting.
Who? Who are you? What are you doing in my dream?
I know I'm pausing and talking an awful lot throughout this game, guys. It's one of the reasons that I was really excited about this game because, again, this is an area of the country in a theme that you just don't find a lot in portrayed in. I mean, you do see the South portrayed in a lot of films and things like that. It's usually relatively negatively, but this whole thing about the about the hurricanes and that whole you just don't see this very much. and I grew up in an area that was, when I say grew up, I mean as a very young child, I lived in an area that was very, very rural, very, very much like to the degree that this one is. Let's see.
Hazel!
I'm right here! Ma! Can you see me?
Oh God, my baby! My baby Bob! No! You're not gonna make it! Ah!
Ma! I'm right here! I'm okay! Ma! Ma, wake up! Ma! The trailer. Mama? Oh no. Grandma? Bunny! Lily!
California. Yeah, I was just about to say Juliette Lewis. Isn't that the movie that had Juliette Lewis in it?
Mama, hey, open the door!
It's my only option, I guess.
The strands are still here.
Yeah, she's certainly not a
It wasn't a dream.
native Southern accent, Southern dialect speaker, but she did a damn good job of it. I vaguely remember the movie, but remember she played some kind of like a real poor, like trailer trash kind of girl. She's like, "Early, I'll be waiting for you when you get back." Yeah. Lily, dear, let this be the last time I remind you that I like my tea with 2 sugars, not 1, not 3, 2. How many years have you been in my employ?
God, she's always been so passive aggressive.
Readable. Okay, cool. These must be just like little extra things that you can pick up if you look thoroughly enough for them. Yeah, I've got a pretty strong Southern accent myself, and you know, it's funny. I don't feel like when I'm speaking, I don't feel like I do. I don't hear it. There's kind of a meme that goes around on Facebook or around here anywhere where the meme says, "I didn't think I had a Southern accent, and I listened to a recording of myself, and I literally sound like cornbread." But my Southern accent is pretty thick. I don't hear it when I'm when I'm listening to myself speaking in real time, but when I go back and I listen to myself on my streams, I sound, real, very Southern. I don't know if you guys from the UK may not can hear it. Probably for you to hear it, I probably have to like really exaggerate it. But people people from up north in the United States, I certainly can.
Strands. That stuff. That thing last night. What's happening?
I say UK, Chris in the UK, Vaughn from the Netherlands, from not from the United States.
I can't believe Bunny.
English speakers from other parts of the world.
Locked me in there.
Yeah, it's there, Vaughn. You would hear it. Like if you were from the like if you were from New York City or the uh, Midwest United States, you definitely would hear it. It is there. Um, Not nearly as strong as people that have like lived here all their lives. I moved around a lot when I was young. Um,
All right. How do I get out of here?
but like a good example, Chris was saying that there's a lot of dialects in the UK, and I know that there are because I spent some time over there. But my ear is not trained for those. There could be two people from two different parts of the UK speaking very, what sounds to them like very different dialects, and I wouldn't even pick it up. To me, they would both just sound like British accents. I wouldn't be able to distinguish one from the other. September 7th, 1989. When I hold the hooks, I can see hints of strands and stigma flickering at the edge of my vision, but I can neither unravel them nor can I make them tangible. It's infuriating. March 11th, 2003. I have exhausted all frameworks and possibilities. No methodology has brought me closer to controlling the strands, and the hooks refuse to sing to me. The light of my life has still gone dark. Maybe there's another way.
Unraveling stigma. What the hell does that mean? Can Bunny see strands too?
Okay, it's just a new readable there. Now, I don't know about this. I'm really interested. When I finish this game, I will probably go back and just Google a whole lot of things. Go back and research a lot of things. Like I was saying in my prologue before I started the game, I did Google a lot of these folklores in this game that they're spending some time on. Two-Toed Tom and Hug and Molly and Rougarou. But I don't know. I've never heard of the strand and the tapestry. I don't know if that's something that they just made up for this game or not. That's not part of any like voodoo that I've ever heard of. So I suspect that it's something that it's a convention that they just made up for this game. Although I'm not going to swear to it. I don't know a whole lot about voodoo, but I am from this part of the country, and I just feel like if that was really a big thing, that's something that I would have heard already. June 7th, 1982. We are not replaceable as people. They say life is a light that once diminished is forever blinked out, but I don't think it has to be that way. There's magic in this world, tall tales with hints of truth. I will find it, then maybe I can forgive him. I want to forgive him.
Huh? I wonder what happened. Feels sad. I wish you were here, Dad.
Well, I might, Vaughn, I might actually make it my I like to stream games, through to completion, like I did with Grimlord, like I did with Zero Caliber. Haven't done that in a while. I haven't gotten on one and just, started it, streamed it from the beginning and streamed it straight through to completion. Maybe I'll do that with this game, make a series out of it. We'll see. We'll see if it gets, if it gets any views, if it seems to be popular or not. I'm having a very difficult time resisting spending as much time talking as I am playing.
Does she lock all the doors in here? Is there something behind that shelf?
Follow the mysterious music. Okay. Okay. there's got to be a way to get into here. Maybe this thing right here. There we go.
Huh. Rich people's houses. Those voices are getting louder. There's something up here.
Man, that's beautiful. It's angelic. I see it. I do see it. I just want to look around a little bit. Chris, what are you thinking about the animation? Are you still, I mean, are you digging it? Do you see it? You see how that they're putting that stop motion effect in there, and do you like it still? You feel like it was the right choice? See, like I would, if I were watching this, I would be tempted to think that, you know, it was my frame rate or something. You see how she's moving around kind of janky like that? But it's not. I mean, that's the way the game looks. That's the way the game looks when nothing's running but the game. You know, very low resource usage. That's the way it's supposed to look.
Do these control?
Well, okay. I think that might be. I think that.
I feel like I'm going insane.
New lore and new magic item. I think that might be the kind of the root of the criticism there, Chris. It's like they kind of half-ass implemented it, and it's like it doesn't really look like stop motion so much as it just looks like a janky frame rate, which, you know, in reality it was their attempt to implement stop motion, and I feel like it was their attempt to implement stop motion in a over the top of a art style that wasn't really conducive to it. But I don't know. That's just me. Claymation, yeah, like claymation, yeah. Well, I mean, I think claymation, I mean, is claymation not stop motion? Is that not the same thing? I thought claymation was just stop motion animation used against like clay models. Okay, let's see, hooks. The hooks are Hazel's main tool as a weaver. Acquiring the hooks allows Hazel to interact with the strands of the grand tapestry and stigma. They also act as combat tools against haints. Yeah, see, I feel like that's something that's just made up for the game. I've never heard of anything like that, and it seems so conducive to gameplay. Yeah. It looks like claymation. Yeah, I agree. But the models are not. Yeah. See how she's moving there? To me, it just looks like a, you know, like a janky frame rate. I mean, I appreciate what they were trying to do, but I just don't think it really fit the game, this particular game.
Whoa, that's not possible. Foot's fine too.
So she's like in some sort of alternate dimension here or something. Yeah. Yeah, you know what, Chris? Actually, that's probably they should have consulted you, man. I feel like that would have been the way to do it. I do.
The hooks are reacting to that thing in the middle. Money called it stigma? Do they know what to do?
What did it say? Use the hooks. Let me see. Where's my options, controls, customize controller. Let's see. Wall run, sprint, strand lock on. Strand lock on is right stick down. Attack is X, okay. Weave is left button, okay. Pit fighter? Pit fighter. Atari, was that you're not talking about something as far back as like the Atari 2600, are you? Late 70s, early 80s, or are you talking about something later than that? The name is trying to ring a bell, but I don't specifically remember it now. Unravel. Okay, Y is unravel. Interesting. Wow. Huh. And I like her, cool.
I don't need you. I never did. And I'm gonna find my mama on my own.
Hazel got no help from her strange grandma. Truth was, she was glad to leave the Flood mansion behind. Used to handling things on her own, she set off downriver to find her house and rescue her ma herself. There, magic called to her. A magic she'd felt in her bone, but she had never seen before. And something dark. That old house had hid all manners of odious secrets over the years. Hazel set off to find them all through the hurricane-ravaged land, but her path would lead her to a place haunted by whispers from days of yore.
Wow.
It's all on me to find her. There's no one coming out.
Okay, Pit Fighter. Yeah, let's see. So you're saying Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter 2. Okay, you're talking about like an arcade game? It was like an arcade game? Like a cabinet game? I like to just look around, guys. I know this isn't the way to go. I just like to be thorough and, you know, look around, make sure I'm not missing anything. Ooh, Hazel.
Need to get downriver. If Mama's trapped, I'll figure it out.
I think that dialogue just kind of skipped. I love the nature sounds. I almost certainly they just took some high quality recording equipment out into the woods. Yeah, that sounds very authentic.
I think this is the right way.
You know, it's funny. My it was arcade first, and then it went to console. Yeah, I don't specifically remember playing it, Chris. No, I don't. The name is definitely ringing a bell. You know what's funny? Talking about these nature sounds, these insects and birds and whatnot that you hear in the background. When I lived in Scotland and I was dating my fiance, my girlfriend at the time, later to be my fiance, and then later to be my wife, and then even later to be my first ex-wife. We were watching that movie Crossroads with Ralph Macchio. If you remember about where he went to the crossroads, he made the deal with the devil. You know, he went down to Mississippi and with Willie Brown, the harmonica player, and made the deal with the devil. And then he was trying to get out. You know, get out. He wanted to get, basically Willie wanted to get down there and get out of his deal that he had made with the devil, because he didn't feel like he was. You know, he didn't feel like the devil lived up to his end of the bargain, which he bargained away his soul anyway, so naturally he wanted to get out of it. But the whole movie was their trip down to Mississippi, you know, for the final confrontation with between Ralph Macchio and I think it was like Stevie Ray Vaughan or somebody was playing the other guy that was into like the dueling guitars or whatever. Anyway, I digress. The point is, we were watching that movie, me and my ex-wife, and they were in that one scene where they were walking on the road. They had just gotten to Mississippi and they were walking on the road. And my ex-wife said, what is that noise? And I said, what noise? They were just walking on the road. You know, it's just there was no, I mean, walking and talking. I said, they're talking. She said, no, not that. The noise in the background. And I didn't know what she was talking about. And then I realized that what she was talking about was the sound of the insects, which my brain didn't even hear. I didn't even register those until she kept pressing me, what is that noise? And it made me realize that it was the crickets and the things and the mosquitoes and the insects and things in the background that she was not accustomed to hearing, because they didn't have the same kind of insects around there that they did, you know, where I was from. And it just sounded to me, like silence, you know, as they walked down the road. Let's see, where am I supposed to go here? Oh, I gotta go up somehow. How do I get up there? Okay, here we go. Okay, go around. That girl was agile, boy. Break her down the neck doing that.
More thorns? All the way out here? Where am I anyway?
Should you call that thorns? Let's see. Does she got some kind of cool evade, some kind of dive roll or something? What did I see? Not that I can tell.
This was my
You've
way
played this
forward.
game, huh, Vaughn?
Only way forward is down.
Yeah, you said it took you about 2 weeks to complete it. I feel like she should have some sort of evade, some sort of... I can't find it, though.
It's like some weird folktale. Rare rabbit or something.
Rare rabbit. It's funny that she mentioned Brer Rabbit. You know, that was I don't think that's in publication anymore because it was considered to be very racist. I used to love Brer Rabbit when I was a kid, but I didn't think of it as racist because I didn't even know what racist was when I was a child. You know, I just knew it was a story. I had it in a little book. My dad used to read it to me. And it was cartoon characters and all that, and I thought it was real funny and really liked it. Oh.
Hey, who's got you all so spooked?
Hell no.
Obviously, I'm going to suck at this, guys. I have no idea what to do here.
This better work.
Okay, press X to attack. Chain up to 5 attacks to unleash a melee combo. Okay. Chain up to 5 attacks. Okay. Hold X to charge, and then release to execute a powerful amplified attack. While charging, use left stick to aim attack. Okay. This attack can hit enemies at range, and damage scales up with charge time. Okay. Press B to dodge. Okay, there it is. There's the dodge. That's what I was looking for. I was pressing it earlier and I couldn't dodge, so maybe it just works when you're in combat. Use it to avoid attacks. Dodge just before an attack hits. Perfect dodge. Setting off a strand blast that deals damage. Okay. That right there is something that is key to most of these games, the combat of most of these games, and I'm just terrible at. I have the bad timing, you know, hitting things at exactly the precise, you know, millisecond to make something happen. I'm just terrible at that. Press Y to unravel. Defeated enemies may be unraveled for a brief duration, which will heal you slightly. Okay. Okay, all right.
Not bad. It's good. I did that? More of you? I'd be screwed without these hooks.
Ah, shit, that's fucking me up. Yeah, I need more healing than that, man. These guys are gonna fuck me up. When an enemy is glowing yellow, it is unleashing an unstoppable attack. During this time, it is immune to magic and damage. Okay. So when it starts glowing yellow, might as well stop attacking it and just try to time my dodge, I guess. Press Y near a health coil to heal. Okay, a health coil. Okay, cool. Press right trigger to lock onto an enemy. Use right stick to switch targets. A flashing red arrow signals imminent danger. A white arrow indicates that an enemy is appearing off screen. Okay. A flashing red arrow indicates imminent danger. Okay, so maybe that's telling. This is just too much. It's too much for my adult little brain, guys, to remember. Just gotta practice, and so I apologize for sucking here, at least for a while. Well, shit, I dodged. I thought. I I need to lock on to him. It's the problem. I keep missing him because I'm not locked on. Oh, they're gonna kill me. Fuck.
More of you? I'll be screwed without these hooks.
I can't tell when the attacks are coming. Fuck, I dodged away from it.
More of you? I'll be screwed without these hooks.
Yeah, I don't have the timing down because I'll hit B to dodge and she won't dodge because she's in the middle of some attack that I just pressed the button on previously. Combat compass, okay. Okay, that's the flashing red arrow. Okay, I'm gonna enter, Two hits and then press B, okay. It said something about chaining 5 of them together to get some kind of big attack. Oh yeah, okay, I see what you mean though. Maybe 3. Seems like maybe 3 is what I got time for.
screwed without these hooks.
Yeah, that's working pretty well. 2 hit, like, I feel like it's, okay. Yeah, I feel like it's 3 hits. It's 3 hits and then dodge.
So far, bro. Hope I'm nowhere close to that place.
Oh, yeah, I beat the very first goddamn fight.
It's those voices again. Might be worth checking out.
I love that. Yeah, but one thing I do find about these games is, like, whenever you first start them, the combat always seems awkward and very difficult. And then by the time you get to the end of the game, you're like, how was that ever hard?
Seems to be coming from down there.
Okay, NVIDIA broadcast seems to be holding up very well, thankfully. Cool. Oh, okay. How do I get down? Okay, obviously I have to use that rope somehow. How do I use that rope? Do I just jump to it? No, no. Huh. Rope's not long enough. Oh, 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 it didn't hurt me. Okay, I thought it was going to hurt me. Well, I got to tell you, that is like one of the most dumbass things a person could do. Sorry, girl, but that was not very bright to jump down into a well like that. Pretty music or no. Uh-oh. Activate chat. Please enable channels here. What the fuck? Hang on, guys. I'm getting some kind of weird message here about activating chat. Maybe refresh. Pennywise. Okay, am I still? Let me see. Chat test. Yeah. Okay. Must have been some kind of My stream is still going, huh? Am I still streaming? Yeah, I think I am. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. Restream was just giving me some kind of weird message, guys. That's the service that I use to send out to Twitch and YouTube at the same time.
Sounds like I'm getting closer.
That sounds very new age world right there. Very sort of enigma. Principles of lust are easy to understand. Chris, Vaughn, if you guys are still here, do me a favor and send a quick message in chat. I'm a little worried about that chat message that I got a minute ago. About that message that Restream sent me about reconnecting the chat. Oh, look, it's a loom, a spinning wheel. It's a spinning wheel. I guess for weaving the tapestry. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, it was just some sort of glitch, I guess. I've seen it before, and it worried me before. Okay, cool. Thanks, Chris. Oh, look, she got some kind of new weapon.
Put it down. Keep those hands to yourself. We pack light for a reason.
They can't have gone far.
When I find them, I swear I'm gonna...
Shut up. Eyes open. They won't stop looking for us, and we can't stop moving. I know y'all nervous, maybe scared, but this ain't my first time doing this. If you trust and listen, you will be free. You and your little one. Now come on.
Oh, is this maybe about slavery? Maybe that's why people were saying it was political. I don't know.
I'll take you to the river. We got a long journey ahead.
What the fuck? Am I seeing things? This can't be real. But they looked so real. This is crazy. But I can't stop now. Those ghosts are my best chance of getting downriver.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to, like I said, Vaughn, I really try to not be political, on my channel at all, and things like that have gotten so highly politicized. I at the risk of sounding a little bit political, I will say that. I mean, that in and of itself doesn't like make me think of the game as political at all, just because it talks about, if it hints, if the story is about the ghosts of slaves or something like that, whatever. I mean, yeah, that is definitely not going to make me think of the game as political or not want to stream it. But the last weaver of Prospero, Mahalia, was a legend come true through the echoes. When she was chosen by the land to take on the mantle of weaver, she wielded her powers to guide people to freedom. Creatures. Okay, hate. When the tapestry is damaged by folks' sorrows, its strands become damaged. Those damaged strands become stigma, which creates haints. Angry, terrible creatures, only visible to weavers. They can be destroyed by unraveling them. Okay. Haint Ravager, the most common haint found in the Prospero wilds. They hit hard, but have to be at close range. Avoid their explosive charge when they turn yellow. Okay. Cosmology. Oh, okay. There's a whole bunch of new stuff. Brambles. These magical overgrowths stem from the stigma in the area. Okay. Grand Tapestry. The Grand Tapestry is the fabric of the universe that connects all things. I thought that was the Force. The Grand Tapestry is invisible and intangible to most people except weavers who can see how it interacts with reality. Or maybe it is the Force. You know, the Jedi call it the Force. The Louisiana Voodoo culture calls it the Tapestry. It's all the same thing. Christians call it God. Cosmologists call it the universe. Object of Station. The objects of station are the weaver's tools used to channel the power of the strands. They are passed down to the next weaver when they are chosen by the land. The objects are imbued with the previous weaver's knowledge to help them to help guide the new weaver. Weavers are said to be chosen by the land to wield strands. They are able to see the effects of tears in the Grand Tapestry and to use their abilities to affect the world around them. Knot. A knot forms around a stigma. A knot forms around a stigma mass caused by traumas tearing through the Grand Tapestry. Okay. Stigma is the result of the Grand Tapestry warping due to trauma. Most people cannot see or feel stigma, but weavers can. Okay. So I guess they're. I mean, I'm guessing that what they're getting at here is that there's a lot of trauma and sadness and a lot of damage to the Grand Tapestry in this particular area because of slavery. Ghosts. Ghosts are a curiosity. Weavers can see them as they slip in and out of tears. Tears. I keep saying tears. Tears. Ghosts are a curiosity. Weavers can see them as they slip in and out of tears in the Grand Tapestry. Some have unfinished business. Okay. They can see the effect of tears on the Grand Tapestry, not tears. Okay, and I did have something about a new magic item. The distaff gives weavers the ability to see past events or echoes caught in the Grand Tapestry. Oh, okay. Follow the ghost to the river. Okay, this lets me see my collections. This lets me see lore. This lets me see my current objective. Okay. Got this goddamn thing here. Oh. Okay. Upgrade menu. Enhance your combat abilities with upgrades. Available to purchase using floofs. Floofs. Okay. That's going to be a new lore for sure. Don't know what a floof is, but okay, looks like there's only one thing I can purchase here, which is dodge. A rendering step. Dodge, then quickly press X to attack in the chosen direction. Okay. This upgrade costs 5 flutes. All upgrades are non-refundable. Okay. Okay, cool. Press Y to collect a floof. Gather them from various sources. Gather them from various sources, such as floofs or knots. What does that floof look like? So I can, okay, looks like a, okay, looks like a white cloud thing made out of strands. Okay.
That's helpful.
Yeah, one thing that I really appreciate these games doing, and Diablo was real good about this, was just introducing new skills to you very slowly, because there's just so many things on your controller here, so many things that you can do in these modern games that it's just difficult to remember it all, and certainly difficult to build up the muscle memory, especially when you get older like me. So I really appreciate games that just introduce the new skills very, very slowly, let you get used to the previous one before you start trying to learn a new one. Although a lot of times I've gotten to the point where a lot of times I'm not used to the previous one yet. Okay, that's looks like a floof right there.
What's
so I'm gonna
this?
get this floof.
Floofy and soft.
Oh,
Everything
okay.
else around here feels so wrong.
Guess that's why they call it a floof. All right, how do I get to my upgrade menu? How did I do that? Okay, there we go. It's up. Okay, so my next thing is 50 floofs. You can't miss them. Meaning I can't afford to miss them. Well, if I'm going to miss one, let me know. You know, I've said this so many times about spoilers on my channel, Siobhan. I don't mind them. You know, if you've played this game before, if I'm going to miss something important, tell me. Or if you just want to tell me, tell me. I really, really don't mind. I'm very unlike your other streamer, your favorite streamer that way, Silver. He I think doesn't like spoilers. I don't mind spoilers. I just want the stream to be entertaining. I want to keep it moving if I can. Huh.
I always hated this place.
Quickly now, follow me.
What the?
Get back, get back. Hide.
Wait! Hey, where'd they go?
Oh, good, new lore. I really look forward to the lore here. Oh, the quarters were where the enslaved people of the sugarcane plantation were forced to live. Families were crowded into small shacks. Okay, yeah, this is why it's saying that it's, people are saying that it's political. Okay. Somehow it's become a political hot button. I'm not going into it. But I'm also not going to not stream it because it has content in it that some people don't want to be taught or whatever they don't want.
There's that sound again. And it's loud where they went in.
Ugh, door's blocked. Must be another way around.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's just, Vaughn, it's just so hot over here right now, man. It's just like I don't, you know, I'm not going to argue the point either way. I'm just going to play the game. You know, I don't. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it is crazy the times that the way things are right now. Hang on, my son's calling me, guys. Hang on, I'm gonna pause for a second. My son's calling me. Hello?
Hey.
Hey.
I'm wondering if you want me to bring home some food.
I don't think so, son. I'm on a live stream right now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, yeah. That's okay. It's okay. I don't, but I'm not gonna be able to. Why, do you want some food? Do you want me to buy some dinner for you to bring home? I mean, I will.
No. I mean, I was
will.
gonna get some chicken tenders and then have some of that good sauce that we made.
Okay. You got you guys got chicken tenders there?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you bring me some too? Bring me some chicken tenders and sweet potato fries. How much money do you need?
I no clue. I don't.
You
Like
think
30 would be enough.
40 would cover it? I'll send you 40. That way. No, I'll send you 40, and that way you can get whatever you want, and you don't have to worry about if it's too much, and you know, you can cover the tip and all of that. So I'll send you 40, okay?
Okay.
But do not forget sweet potato fries, okay? I can't have those carby regular fries. Okay. What are you gonna not forget?
Sweet potato fries.
Okay. Chicken tenders and sweet potato fries. All right, son. I'll send it to you right now.
All right, love you.
All right, I love you too.
Bye.
Bye. 1 second, guys. I gotta shoot him some money real fast. Oh, hey Kim, what's up? Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. We're just playing a little South of Midnight here. I gotta tell you, I'm really liking this game so far. Okay, so how do I get in? Okay, there we go. It's telling me I gotta go this way to get in there. Oh, look, there's one of the things.
Had to be ours.
Oh, uh-oh. Okay, I can't get up there. Oh, I can do it from here. No, I can't. Vaughn, I'm not sure what you meant when you said you can't miss them. I don't know if that means that they're very obvious that I can't help but see them, or if you mean that I can't afford to miss them. Like I've got to be sure to get every one. There was one back here, but I can't figure out how to get to it. Oh, okay, very obvious. I see. Yeah, I guess I assume I'm going to get this one somehow later, because I can't figure out how to get up there. It doesn't seem to be anything for me to grab hold of. Can't get up there.
Okay, keep it together. No looking back. Just gotta clear the next hurdle in front of me.
Oh, am I supposed to go down there? Oh, I'm supposed to go in there. I see.
Whole family's forced to make do with so damn little.
Now come on, this way.
Spells and cooldowns. You've unlocked your first spell. Use it during exploration and against enemies. In combat, there is a cooldown period after use that can be accelerated by unraveling enemies. Okay. Press left button to cast the weave spell. Use it on echo objects to make them solid for a short time. Okay, cool. Use it to weave enemies, increasing all damage and preventing them from moving or attacking for a short time. Oh my god, this combat is going to get it's going to be too much shit for me to try to remember how to do on my controller.
It's like snatching something out of the past. There they are. Gotta follow. Please be okay, Mom.
On your feet.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I must not have been able to get there before because the... Oh, I wonder...
Goosebumps.
Oh. She's not broken, Kim. She just, the thing about Yenny is she just, that company is not, I don't feel like they listen to their users. So I created a, okay, so I liked the idea of Yenny and those AI co-streamers so much that I just spent an inordinate amount of time and effort to develop a workaround to allow them to work with YouTube. They don't, you know how you guys chat to her and, you know, you type a question mark in her name and then you say something to her and she responds? She doesn't do that natively. That I had to develop a widget that allowed her to do that. And the way it works is just very, I feel like overly complex. So when you guys type something to her like that, what that widget does is it takes what you type to her and it reaches out to 11 Labs API, sends it that text, and then it downloads that text converted into speech. And then Yenny doesn't have an API. So then it has to take that speech and it has to play it over an audio channel that she can hear, but she has to be able to hear it, but nobody else can hear it because it's just a chat reader reading what you guys typed to her as if somebody was talking to her. And then that makes her able to respond. And it's just, to me, that's just a really overly complicated solution. And I was really doing it as a workaround. You know, until they implemented an API, because I asked them and they said that an API was on their, you know, future to-do list or whatever. But here it is a year later and they still don't have one. And it's not that it's not that it's too much work. It's really so much as the fact that it's just very complicated. And there's already so many complicated things, you know, running in order to keep the stream going the way, you know, the way I want it to. And it was just an additional thing that had potential to break. And it was an additional thing that I had to spend 15 minutes testing, you know, before I started the stream. I already got to do 45 minutes, an hour's worth of, you know, setup and testing before I started the stream. So it just, it irritated me that they said they were going to do an API and then they just never did it. And now it seems like the only thing that they're focused on is they have these sex bots, these chat bots that you can, you know, they'll talk dirty to you and send you dirty AI generated pictures. And I guess they make a lot of money from that shit or something. But I mean, I have zero interest in that. I want my co-streamer to work, and it's like they're the way I want her to, and it's like they're not putting any focus on that. And I feel like it would be so easy for them, relatively speaking, given what they've already done, to make some adjustments to make her work very, very well with YouTube and under a variety of other different situations, and they're just not doing it. And it's I definitely want to bring Yinny back. I loved Yinny, man, and I know my viewers loved her. I haven't seen Doc in ages, and I think it's because I don't have Yinny anymore. Yinny, he used to love to come in here and talk to Yinny, and I think that's what he really enjoyed on my channel, honestly. Yeah, they follow the money. I know. I get it. But I was talking to Beavis. I was talking to one of my other viewers, and he and I are kind of. He sent me a link, and I'm gonna come up with another solution. I mean, I'm not done with that. I love the idea of an AI co-streamer. It's a lot of fun. You know, I created Ava, but I had this idea that I was going to create a lot of other different kind of AI co-streaming personalities and make that part of my channel. You know, the fact that you just never knew which one was going to show up, and you know, and maybe even be able to have more than one of them at a time. Maybe even let them interact with one another. I mean, I just feel like the whole thing would be a lot of fun, but I can't do it unless they're going to support their own product. So I'm on the lookout constantly for something else that will fill that role. And there's some other companies that have some things that are very close, and so no. So this is the very, very long answer that I'm sure you didn't ask for, that you didn't care for, but the short answer is no. Yinny's not broken per se, and she's not gone per se. Either Yinny will be back or something very much like Yinny will be back. I just need to get to a point where I feel comfortable with it. That's true, but I know she really pissed you off on, but Ava, she has let's put it this way, she was charismatic, not necessarily in a good way, but in such a way that she just had people talking about her for a long time. And she really stirred the stream up into a frenzy that night. I mean, it was one of my better streams, because I mean, it was just popping. The chat was popping, man, and you know, we certainly had something to talk about. She was. I felt like she was interesting, if nothing else.
This way.
I did not intend for her to be that way, by the way. I built that AI. I created the prompt and the, you know, and everything that, you know, kind of defined her personality, but I did not intend for her to be that way. The AI misinterpreted, I believe, some of my instructions. I wanted her to enjoy playful banter. I wanted her to enjoy, you know, friendly insults and, you know, take them well and dish them out as good as she takes them and all of that. But she just ended up being a bitch. I mean, just like really personally, deeply insulting. You know, I'm like, wait a minute, AI, that's not what I meant. Okay, let's see. Right trigger. Press right trigger to cast strand push. Okay, you've acquired strand push. Use it to break fragile items or move objects. Why, Kim? You miss Yinny? You want me to bring Yinny back? I really honestly feel like that's why I haven't seen Doc lately, because I feel like that's just, you know, I mean, that was what he enjoyed on my channel, was, you know, was joking around with Yinny, and he made her very worth having, because he kept her talking all the time. Let's see. Okay, I just need to push that.
That should prove useful.
Now, how do I get over there?
Okay. Okay, maybe I have to use my strand push on this. Oh, look, it's, yeah. Yeah. They had another thing actually, and I had a stream where I used them. I had just one time I streamed this game called Car Mechanic 2021 or something like that. It was a really interesting game. My son and I like to play it sometimes. I may stream it again sometime in the future, but basically you repair cars. It was really a fun game, and educational as well. But during that stream, I was trying out this other feature that they had, which was AI chatters. So they had people that would just chat in the chat like you guys are, and they were AIs, and they all had their own personalities and everything. And I thought that was a great idea. I was very excited about that. I was very excited about implementing them, and I did. And the problem with them was the same problem that I have with Yinny, and that's just that they never shut the fuck up. It's like when you turn them on, they're just constantly, and the chat's just scrolling by with those AI chatters because they won't shut the fuck up, and I don't have any kind of way to slow them down, to say, look, don't chat any more than don't initiate chat any more than once every so every so many minutes, or maybe once every after so many messages by real chatters or something like that. But they didn't have any way to do that, and I suggested that to them, and of course they haven't implemented it. And it's the same problem with Yinny. See, Yinny has this mode called co-streamer mode, where you can turn it on, and she can you don't have to say something to her. She can just respond, herself. But the problem is, if you put her in that mode, she just never shuts the fuck up. Right? She just constantly talks, and about things that that I don't really want her to talk about. I've told them, I said, look, you guys need some kind of way to make them talk less. But they it's hard to even get a response out of them. They're just focused on their sex bots, and it just aggravates me, man. Because it's such a great idea, man. It was one of the coolest things, I thought. One of the best things I'd ever done on my stream, I thought. And they just, no support.
Oh, they just can't get enough of me.
I didn't even need him. Fought him a little better. Did a little better that time. Yeah, that one. Of course, I got more powers now. I was able to use that right button, that that left button thing on them, which that's pretty effective. But you only get that so many times.
Is everyone out? No.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna get another. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna have to use my. What is it now that turns that wheel for a second? Press, okay, okay. Left trigger to cast strand pull. Cast strand pull to pull objects nearer, okay. Okay. Vaughn, did you find the combat in this game to be challenging?
There we go.
Looks like we're gonna have another fight down here.
Not afraid of you.
I'm supposed to be able to do that thing where I can dodge and then attack them immediately after, and it doesn't seem to be working. Doesn't seem to be giving me any extra like oomph or anything. I am getting better at being able to tell when their attacks are coming. Okay, so I got 25 floofs. I think it's 50 for my next upgrade. Oh, look. Okay, okay, cool. I guess you do have some choices in the way you upgrade your skills. I don't want to miss any of those things. I feel like I missed one a while ago. I feel like there was a way that I could see. I said I'll probably come back to it later, and I don't think I ever did come back to it. I think there was probably a way for me to get it, and I just didn't.
I think there's some up ahead.
Unless this is it up here.
I didn't catch. They'll just replace us. Start it all anew.
Okay. Okay. I got a feeling this is going to be some kind of wall run in here, but it said something. Let me see. How do you wall run? Something definitely said something about wall running earlier. Controls. Okay. Controller. Wall run. Okay. Right stick. Forward or backward. Okay. Is that what I'm going to have to do here? Wall run? Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Oh, I see. Okay. Ow, bitch. God damn it. Get out of the way. Okay. Oh, look, a floof over here. Well, this thing has got... Oh, do I need to use this? No. Fuck. Oh, maybe... Oh. Maybe I need to... No. How do I get... Okay. Oh, I see. I just got to go back up top. I see.
I'll stay with you, little one.
All right, guys. I'm not going to switch scenes or anything, but I'm gonna run back in here and refill my drink. I will literally be less than a minute. I've still got my headphones on, so I can still talk to you guys. Yeah, one thing I thought, Kim, would be a great idea for those AIs is, you know, you can create your own. That's how, of course, that's how I created Ava. You know, you can create your own. You can give them their own personalities and all of that. I couldn't. The thing about Ava, by the way, is I wasn't able to refine her because they had this monetization feature. Of course, I was nowhere near being able to monetize anything. You know, nowhere near the viewership. But I just clicked it because I just wanted to see what it was all about. And it put her into this monetization mode. And then once you do that, you can't edit them anymore after that. And so that kind of locked her in. And so I sent them an email like almost immediately after. And I said, look, I don't want her monetized. I said, I was just playing around with it. You know, I said, don't have that kind of viewership. I want to edit her. Can you unmonetize her? And it was like literally 6 weeks before they did it. And by that time, I just wasn't using her anymore. But one of the things I wanted to do was like maybe for, you know, different kinds of games, like create an AI that was the boss of that game. Like when I was playing Grimlord, like have the Grimlord as the AI, and then tell him to like be a real asshole or whatever, you know. And I thought that would be fun, you know, and I could tell him, hey, I'm coming for you, you motherfucker. And he'll be like, oh, well, you're just coming to your death, or, you know, whatever, you know, whatever. I thought that would be a lot of fun. And it will. I mean, it was such a good idea. It was such an obviously good idea. It's obviously such a good use of AI. There will be another company that if they don't get their act together, there will be another company that will do it. Unless me and Beavis do it.
Another one of those symbols.
Stigma thrives where folks wept their hardest tears. It infects the earth with boils only we healers can see. The hurt and the sorrow, scouring these wounds makes for lonely work. Some days delivering folks to safety is the only thing keeping my heart and soul healthy.
Stigma? Why me? How come I can see it? This has got to be the path they took to reach the river. Never knew this was here. I wonder how many other folks escaped through this cave.
Oh, there's that music again.
Those roots are too high for me to reach.
Use left trigger to hold a throwable object, then right trigger to throw. Interesting. Okay. It's getting too fucking complicated though, man.
That'll make things a lot easier from now on. This is it! The way out!
Ooh, I love that music.
On her journey to find her house downriver,
Makes me want to pull
Hazel
up my
felt
harmonica.
hushed in awe by what she saw. Spirits appeared before her eyes, leaving her stunned.
What?
She hadn't known about Mahalia, the last weaver of Prospero, but Hazel felt a connection as she watched her wheel magic. The same magic now calling to her. The farther Hazel got from town, the stranger and more fantastical the world became. She didn't know dangerous creatures from old folks' tales still abide here. And best of all, she didn't know she was about to meet me.
Oh, okay. I know who this narrator is now. I've seen him in some of the trailers. Beach the river and find signs of Lacey. Okay.
The river must be close.
Finally. Please let our house be in one piece. What is that?
Oh, shit.
Looks like a bug's nest.
I'm not ready for a boss. I have a hard enough time with the regular enemies. Targeting a nest, press left trigger to hold a larva haint and right trigger to throw it. Throw larva haints to inflict damage on other haints. Okay. Press right trigger to push back larva haints and do damage to other haints. Okay.
Maybe I can chuck those back in.
Can't get hold of it. It's not working. Why is it not working? It's not working. I'm trying to grab it. I can't. Working. I'm hitting left trigger to try to grab. See, it's not working. It's not grabbing it. Why is it? Did I not understand? Did I misunderstand what it was saying? I'm hitting left trigger to try to grab the bug. It's not working. It's not working. pressing Y on that thing, it wouldn't. It's goddamn frustrating. Why doesn't it grab the bug? It's very distinctly said, press left trigger to hold the bug and then right trigger to throw it. Oh, I see. I see what's happening. Okay, I understand. I understand now. I'm grabbing left trigger. I'm hitting left trigger and it's snatching a bug out of that thing, whichever one I have targeted. I understand what's happening here. All right, and I got a timer on my skills, so I just got to dodge these things until my skill comes back. Is there a way to stop targeting something? Because that's it's like when you have something targeted, it's always facing it, and I'm trying to go that way and it's going that way because it has something targeted. Oh, I can hit those. I can hit those with my thing. Oh, okay. I didn't realize I could hit those with my weapons here. Cool. Okay. All right. Away. heal. It won't, because I have that thing targeted. It won't face that goddamn thing that I need. I need it to look that way so I can heal. Finding the targeting in this game to be extremely goddamn irritating. I think the strategy here was to get them both very close to dead. Heal, 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 heal. There you go. Unravel it. Forgot. It's not unraveling. Why to unravel? Okay. It's not unraveling. Oh man, I get frustrated. Get frustrated with combat in these games. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I come up on a fucking boss fight. Can't even beat regular enemies. All right, let's see. I wanted to. Oh, it was this one. Okay, it was up arrow. Jordan, are you here? Did I hear you come in? Okay. Are you eating or are you waiting for me? Let me see. Let me see how many. Maybe another hour. Oh, I gotta go ahead and go. I thought I heard something behind me.
Wait for me here. I'll find something to get y'all across.
Whoa, she went far. I can make it too.
A while in the air to double jump. Okay, cool. Okay, so we're starting to get a lot of starting to get kind of an Ori and the Blind Forest vibe here. Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Looks like they made it over the gap.
Okay, how do we do that? I did not take to weaving easy. Had me scared as a rabbit in a foxhole, hearing them angel voices. Weren't till I fished a lost girl from a deep well with my hooks and spindles that I opened my ears to what the voices wanted. The day I gave myself to the weave was one of the happiest of my life.
Something funky about those symbols. Who's leaving them, for one thing?
Look at this. Oh, that's the way I came. Nah, fuck, another fight, I think.
What's that?
Oh, health filament. Okay. Oh, to increase your life bar permanently. Okay. With every trio collected, I see. Okay. So I gotta get 3 of them, and then I get more life.
It's like getting a second win.
Rest up while I find the way down. Stay safe. There's a long journey ahead.
Thank you. Gotta be brave. Quickest way to the river.
Hold B while in the air to glide. Okay, cool. Double jump, glide. Awesome.
What the heck?
I want to glide into that.
That's from our house. That's Mama's work binder.
What? Back here again? Mama?
I hate this thing. It's like cracking open Pandora's box. It's so hard for me to not take my feelings home to Hazel afterwards. I want to shield her. But I just keep pushing her away.
I didn't know her work affected her so much.
She can't hear me. What was all that anyway?
That felt different. No way she... No. She's gotta be alive.
New lore. Let's see. Echo object. Echo objects are items from the past that sit at the edge of the grand tapestry. The weave spell allows weavers to pull them into the present and aid them in their journey. Throwable objects. Throwable objects are used to break items in Prospero that prevent Hazel's progress. Memory object. Memory objects hold emotional significance to the person they belong to. Okay. Creatures. Haint larvae. Small insect-like haints that come out of a nest to explode when close. Push them away to avoid their blast, or pull and throw them onto other haints to give them a taste of their own medicine. See, that's what was frustrating me so bad. I was trying to do that. I didn't realize that what I was intended to do was pull the thing out of the nest and then throw it. Because I didn't seem to be able to successfully target one of those things that was flying toward me and pull him. I mean, maybe you can, but I wasn't able to do it. Okay.
Hello? Is someone there?
Okay. All right. Chapter 3. Did we just start chapter 3? Yeah, we just started chapter 3. Okay, guys. Look, this. I think. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call it right here, guys. And my son just brought dinner home, so I think I'm gonna call it right here. I'm gonna go eat dinner. This is my scheduled Saturday night stream. I think I'm gonna close it out right here. And main menu. Okay. And I think my son and I are going to be back on later with some Minecraft, Questcraft, virtual reality Minecraft. I really thoroughly enjoy. Oh, night, Kim. Night. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It's nice to see you, Kim. I really thoroughly enjoyed this game. I think this game is awesome, and I'm very tempted to just continue to stream it on Saturday nights and do a full playthrough, and then maybe edit that down into a playthrough video and then follow that up with a review. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see if it pulls in the viewership to to warrant doing that. But I'm really enjoying it, and I think it's a good game. This game is on Game Pass. If you have Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass, I'm playing it on. I agree, Siobhan. I think it's a very good game. If you have this, if you have Xbox Game Pass, it's cross play or whatever. So I'm playing on PC You can also play on Xbox, or you can play on PC through the Xbox app, and it's free with not free, but it's included in Xbox Ultimate, so you can just download it and play it as part of Game Pass. So yeah, really, really worthwhile. Especially if you like these action adventure games, the Tomb Raider style, Uncharted style action adventure games. It's really a lot of fun. I think the story, I think the graphics, I think the music, I think it's all awesome. I have to say, feels like a very linear game, which that's perfectly fine with me. We're just talking about that the other day. Me and Vaughn just talking about that the other day. I don't really necessarily want, especially in a single player game, some kind of open world experience. I like the linear nature of a game where you just kind of progress through it, get the story and then finish it, and and then that's it. You're done. Okay, guys. Well, look, I appreciate it very much. Be on the lookout. I'm going to be back on later tonight with some Questcraft, virtual reality Minecraft, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you very much. If you're watching this on VOD, come check us out live. This is Cayman Wolf, the Decrepit Gamer, reminding you that you are never too old to game. And for right now, my friends, I am out of here.